A heated debate unfolds in St. Charles County. Why council members did not vote on a plan that would have stopped immigrants from coming to the region, and what happens next.
Overnight, a final report is released on former Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner. We break down the 62-page document from the office of Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey.
Giving those behind bars a chance at higher education and a career. The new prison program designed to prepare inmates for a future outside of jail.
Sunny skies continue today through really the rest of the week. There is a slim chance of rain as we head towards Friday. Otherwise, a dry weekend ahead.
Just in time for Thanksgiving, where you can get a turkey and some of the fixins all for free for your Turkey Day meal.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Good morning, Belleville. Live look at the circle there, and it is getting busy. A lot more traffic than what we saw about an hour ago. If you head out the door this morning, you're going to notice it's a tad bit colder than it was yesterday. My advice is do what Paul Cook is doing and wear a sweater. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for Today in St. Louis. I'm Rennie Knott.
And I'm Michelle
You
Lee.
have a sweater
Great
on,
to
too.
see you. Yeah, I was like, am I invisible? Can you see me with your eyes? We have sweaters. We both have sweaters.
I know.
Anyway.
We like to stick together. We
Yeah.
sometimes
So
even have
studious.
conversations while you guys are on camera.
We have our own
talking.
text thread going.
Right.
Tells me all the traffic hot tips.
Well, hot tips.
That's right.
All right, well, let me get out of this and talk some weather. I don't know where we're going with these hot tips, but I'll tell you this much. You do need to bundle up. This morning, it is colder. We do have sunshine, though, as you go through the day. The numbers, a good 5 to 15 degrees colder this morning, so just grab a heavier coat, maybe sweaters like Paul and Michelle have on. A little sweater weather for today. 36 degrees at Lambert. There are some 20s out there, like in Mount Vernon, Chesterfield, and even Farmington and Perryville in the 20s right now. So we'll go into the afternoon with sunshine, temperatures in the mid-60s later today. We'll talk about how long this kind of weather is expected to stick around and a look at the Thanksgiving Day week forecast or Thanksgiving week forecast, something like that. All right, Paul,
That was good.
What are you for now?
You actually sound like me there. Like, what did I say? Traffic hot tip. Avoid 70 westbound Salisbury as you would be coming into the city just on the other side. Look at this. We've had a vehicle fire and 2 cars involved on the right side of the road. So this is going westbound, about 15-20 minutes here now. So just be careful. You can see cars really backing up down to just 2 lanes. It's where you see the police car on my map. You also have a stall. You just need to be aware of 44 at 55. Those are the only issues. And the one at Salisbury right there at 70 is the only delay of the morning. Otherwise, you got a good one. We'll keep an eye on it. If it changes, we'll tell you more.
This morning, the push in St. Charles County against Latino immigrants from coming to the area is now on hold.
Less than 24 hours ago, the county council tabled a resolution, and Mercedes McKay is joining us live from St. Charles County with more on this last-minute move. Mercedes.
Good morning, Rennie and Michelle. The St. Charles County Council was supposed to vote on this controversial immigration bill last night, but actually one of the bill's sponsors pulled it off the table at the very last second. St. Charles County Councilman Joe Brazil made that call because 2 of the bill's sponsors weren't at the meeting last night, and the others on the council don't support the bill in its current form. Resolution 2308 says, quote, the St. Charles County Council strongly opposes the importation of illegal immigrants into the region. It actually points directly to a federal program allowing people from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela to come to the United States.
On this particular parole program, the Attorney General of Missouri filed a lawsuit on this particular program along with 19 other states. So there's 20 lawsuits going on right now with this particular program.
Now, earlier parts of this legislation specifically call out the International Institute's new program. The Institute's CEO says the program only supports immigrants and refugees who come here legally.
Our mission is to create opportunities for immigrants and refugees to thrive in order to create a more welcoming, more prosperous and healthy region for all.
Now, County Councilman Brazil tells 5 on Your Side that he plans to reintroduce this legislation when more council members are present. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll hear more from him and why he so strongly supports this bill, but we'll also hear from some of the council members who strongly oppose it. Live in St. Charles County, Mercedes McKay, 5 on Your Side.
This morning, St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones is responding to the St. Charles County measure in a tweet saying, in part, quote, "If immigrants are not welcome in St. Charles, they are certainly welcomed in St. Louis City."
New overnight, Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey released his report just hours ago on former St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Gardner. Among other things, the 62-page report says Gardner failed to prosecute violent crime in the city for several years. The report found Gardner's office dismissed about 25,000 pending cases. Justice dismissed 2,735 cases for failure to prosecute, and her administration routinely violated the Crime Victims' Rights Act by making decisions on cases without notifying victims.
She came to office with the stated intention of reducing incarceration. She did that by simply not doing her job.
The report included interviews with judges, employees, police, crime victims, and city leaders. Bailey made several recommendations for legislators, including extending the Victims' Rights Act to post-conviction proceedings and prohibiting elected officials from seeking office if they resign following an attorney general's lawsuit to remove them from office. 5 on Your Side tried to contact Gardner for a response. At this time, we're still waiting to hear back. We've also requested copies of the evidence in Bailey's case. Now, to see the full report, go to KCK.com and look for it in the As Seen on TV section.
Well, a new program at St. Louis County Jail is impacting inmates and giving them a second chance. Alex Fees is live in Clayton with how the PACE program is making a difference in their futures when it comes to an education and also getting a career, Alex.
Michelle, PACE stands for Progress Attained Through College Education, but these student inmates here inside St. Louis County Jail are really setting the pace.
Classes, history of modern art, oral communications, American history to 1865, and philosophy. And they do have a reading class also.
St. Louis Community College officials say County Justice Services officials approached them about this idea, and they started the program this past January. Since then, they've had 5 cohorts of students with 12 to 15 students in each class. Everybody takes history class. From there, they can take a variety of different general education courses. Once they are released, students can finish their education with St. Louis Community College. Chief Academic Officer Dr. Elizabeth Perkins says when administrators look at the GPAs of all the different groups, student groups at St. Louis Community College, those GPAs are still lower than the cumulative GPAs of PACE program participants.
So as a cohort, they have our highest GPA in the college, and we're really, really proud of that.
What does that tell you?
I think it tells me that anything is possible, that students can accomplish really great things if they are given the opportunity to do so.
Taking college classes prior to your incarceration?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you plan to continue them?
Yes, I do. I do plan to continue them. I would like to receive a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering.
And coming up at 6:30, Robinson describes how this college education is helping him cope with life in jail. Live this morning in Clayton, Alex Fees, 5 on Your Side.
All right, thanks for that update, Alex. As you saw, Alex is nice and bundled up. You have the coat on this morning. You'll probably need that as we go through the morning hours. Numbers are colder this morning. We want to show you the futurecast. Let's go all the way into next week, talk about Thanksgiving, holiday travel. There will be a system that comes our way this week, Thursday and Friday, just light showers, really not expecting a lot in terms of impactful weather. The weekend's expected to be bright. The clouds return Sunday night and Monday. A system coming across the country Monday and Tuesday slides across the deep south and the east coast for next week. That's Tuesday, and you can see on Wednesday and Thursday that'll clear away from us. So Thanksgiving will be dry this year, but just chilly. 40s expected next Thursday, but dry weather through most of the holiday week next week.
Coming up, rally at the nation's capital, how groups from around the Show Me State will march for Israel, and the new developments overseas this morning.
And ahead, feeding the community, how you can get a free Thanksgiving meal today in North St. Louis County.
As we head the break, just bask in the glory of our downtown with the sun coming up in the east. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. At the same time, it's also cold. Will it warm up? We just heard from Anthony. We'll hear more from him coming up in just a bit.